Alright, so again, getting into the tutorial, we're gonna wet the hair, not too wet, probably like 50%. And all I'm doing right now is I'm creating a base. I'm making sure that everything that all the hair around his head is pretty much the same length, so we know we're blending into a little bit more than finger length. And we're using a traveling guideline from the first cut that we made all the way around the head. Alright, so we'll start our initial guideline. This is going to be a high taper, and this is what the client requested, and we're going to customize it so that it suits this client. The high taper in the back, obviously, and then a high taper on the other side. And what I like to do is where the ear connects to the head and the very peak of the C cup or the arch. Those are my two reference points, and that's where I connect it. That's where I bring the initial guideline to. We'll follow it up with the shaver to get that extra closeness. And now we're using the number 2 guard, and you can follow along, guys. It's closed. If I don't say it's open, if you don't see the lever open, then you know it's closed. But you can follow along with the color guide that we created here, and the guards, you know, reference it from there, just in case I miss a guard. And this is blending right into where we cut with the scissors, as you can see. And now we know that we are blending from a 0, or from the bald line, the initial guideline, to a 2. Here you can see I'm doing a little bit of clip over comb. I like to use the smaller combs, not the flat top combs. I just feel like you can maneuver better with these little combs. Like, you can contour better. It's not just gonna be a flat wall that you're creating with those big flat top combs or clipper combs. Like, it's a more customized cut, you know. And the comb I'm using is YS Park, I believe. They're like 15 bucks on Amazon. They're expensive, but they're dope. They're worth it. People were really asking me if I broke that tooth right there. No, they come like that. It's a parting tooth. So the reason why I do this is because behind the ear is because you want it to look like it's the same haircut. Like, I feel like with high tapers, if you leave that area dark, it's gonna look like a bunch of bulk back there behind the ear. Alright, so we had the blade open, we created a guideline, and now we're taking that line out by closing the lever, closing the blade, and we probably open it like 2 more times to take that line out and blend it in. Now we have the 1.5 guard as shown in the color guard, and I believe it is closed, and we're just kind of debulking a little bit. So now with the 1 guard open and then closed, it should blend right in, and then we can detail with the half guard. You guys can follow along. You can see the blend is coming in. That thing coming out blurry. Boy. Using a little shear over comb action. I just felt like in that area, you know, it needed it, and I think it helped. At this point, you know, we went through the guys. I was just detailing that part, and we're pretty much doing the same exact steps all the way around. And you guys probably are familiar with this person in my chair. He's one of the barbers at Headlines. He usually cuts my hair. And I've done like 2 haircuts on the channel in the past like almost 3 years. I've done probably like 2 haircuts on him, but this is the first time I do a high taper. Yo, how dope was that clip in the beginning, the promo? I need y'all to comment below and let me know how dope that promo or that recap of the barber show in Russia that I was a part of. What, yo, like, I feel like a rock star out there. It was crazy. Who would have known, like, a barber would be able to, you know what I mean, be in a position to do a show like that. It's insane to me. Surreal. Like, I'm 100% serious when I tell y'all, do not miss it next year. July 21st, start working on the visas. It was a movie, yo. And look, I know the back taper looks pretty high, but once we put the line on there and you see how it comes together with the side taper and how we kind of lightened it up behind the ear, and it's gonna rock together. Like it's gonna look good. So I want to show that this whole time I've been cutting hair, my daughter has been wrapped around my leg. She will not let my leg go. Oh man. Mommy dropped her off for like an hour to hang out at the shop. Here she goes again, asking me to open some chips for her. She's literally right next to me the whole time. So, oh my god, so funny. Some of y'all barbers could relate. And then like right here, I always try to lighten it up around the edge area. I think, look, you could see it made a big difference just passing a 2 there, just to lighten it up. So when we do edge it up, it doesn't have no poof of hair or no overhanging hairs. Brought it down to a 2. And here we are, we're lining him up behind the ear, on the neckline, and we're using the Andy Slimline LI. You see how it comes together? Like, I think it looks good. Especially when we put that line on the neck taper. I think it really came together with the side taper. That was a fresh cut. Not to toot my own horn or anything. I just think it came out dope. It's like especially the way the cut was done on him, on his head shape. Like I always tell you guys, when there's a good hairline, sorry guys, I like to start in the middle, and then that'll be my guideline for the sides. We'll connect it. We'll make them corners sharp, and we'll keep the of his hairline, you know, as natural as possible. And don't go nowhere because I want to show you guys how I'm going to style his curls. See, the taper looks decent. It looks super high, you know, when we were creating it, but you gotta have a little bit of vision. You gotta see the haircut before you do it, right? And I turned him just so I could reference the mirror and talk to him. Oh no, I was talking to my son. So now my son is here. Alright, so we're using the 245 shave gel as always, guys. We're gonna start detailing him with the 245 triple cartridge razor. Going against the grain. cleaning up the neckline. Alright, so I used this the last haircut, but I'm showing you guys how it works with curls. Now, in the perfect world, I couldn't find it for some reason. I couldn't find my diffuser, but I would have used the diffuser. Then I would have put and what the diffuser does is it allows the curls to dry without the movement that creates frizziness. And I would have put the texturizing powder in there, and that's the finished product, guys. Check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe and hit that like button.
So I just got back from the Rochester Chris Basio hands-on and look and learn course, and the experience is something I'll never forget. I learned so much in such a short amount of time, and he did not waste any second. Literally, he made sure everybody was on point the entire time and knew what he was talking about, and if somebody was confused, he would break it down even more. The look and learn course was great because he actually used me as a model and got to cut my hair. As you can see, it's literally the blurriest fade I've ever had. And he was just a down-to-earth guy, man, and like you could really talk to him about anything, not just in hair cutting, but in life in general. And I think anybody who's even questioning on whether they should cut hair or not should go to this course. I learned so much, and I don't even have that much experience, but now, because of him, I feel really comfortable behind a chair. So I got to thank him and, you know, his buddy Dre and the Tomb 45 squad just for putting that together, so I appreciate it.